What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Twisted Trooper here, coming to you live on a special podcast. Not a special podcast, but a normal podcast. It's a little bit off format. What we have here tonight is we're gonna have stay on format. We're gonna have Mondays talking about events and whatnot, but we're gonna do a little something different today. A couple months ago, we had a episode called Just the Facts, and we put off the facts because they're obviously, I've said it time and time again, that there are two narratives. It was presented this past Saturday that there are three narratives: the truth, your version, their version, and the truth. But truth be told, there's only two versions, two narratives. And, well, we're going to get down to the bottom of it. I'm going to put it down, be as transparent as possible. And we'll take it from there. But first, let me allow me to introduce to you Mr. Geo Magfed from Misfit Militia. Geo, how you doing, Geo?
I'm all right. How's my brother doing?
I'm all right. I've been hammering some details in my head, and I can't seem to wrap myself around it. So, with that being said, what I'm going to do is, I try to all day think about what I can say that's going to sound genuine and not disingenuine. And I'm just going crazy here. I'm going crazy here because the accusations are blatantly just to tarnish who I am and tarnish basically my point of view. I'm not saying that is my former team. I'm not saying that that's them. I'm not saying that it's somebody that I know. What I am saying is that there are elements out there that when they see something that's a foundation that is solid and there's a chip in it, individuals are going to, by natural inherent behavior, they're going to go and they're going to chip at it, because they found a vulnerable spot, or what they perceive to be a vulnerable spot. I'm going to tell you exactly what has gone on. And I'm going to let you draw your own conclusions. First and foremost, Go ahead.
Real quick, we got over in the YouTube land, we got Francisco in here. We got Paul Edwards, your team owner. We got Louis Apani, and you got Mr. Gator Mall himself, Mr. Junker.
How are you, sir?
Good evening, gentlemen.
Let me go into this, what I have in my mind. Okay. I had to put it on paper. I had to make sure I worded it correctly, and I was able to articulate it where everybody's going to be understand, and there's not going to be room for misunderstandings. I said earlier this week the reasons why I stepped down from the team. They were my own personal reasons. It had nothing to do with the team, nothing to do with the drama, nothing to do with anything other than my own personal reasons. And we'll get more into that in a few seconds. All right. Basically, I want to set the record straight. All right. The rumors that I left the team before joining another team are completely untrue. The rumors of me recruiting for an entire year are totally farce. Yes, I have a lot of things that I have going on personally and physically. We all know that I had an accident last year. I needed surgery on my finger. Then some more personal issues came up that I choose not to discuss on social media because it pertains to my family. And my family is also, just like yours, are entitled to a certain degree of privacy. When all this was going down, I conveyed, at the time, to my team, my captain, the leadership, what was going on, where I was at, why I wasn't able to go to events. I'm in a hospital. Prior to my accident where I got hurt, I was in the hospital. I have issues. I have diverticulosis. So I'll tell everybody, I have diverticulosis. So yeah, I was in the hospital a couple times. So I wasn't able to go to events. However, in all this, going to the hospital, dealing with my personal issues, because we all have personal issues. We all know that there's life outside of paintball. Work, family, children. The list can go on and on. But I want to let everybody know that there's no need to invent stories. Now, the stories that have been invented of me supposedly recruiting. Me supposedly being bigger than a team. Me supposedly having a big ego. And I'm going to tell you right now that that's totally true. Totally true. I had an ego because I was a New York Savage Beast at the time. I had an ego. I was proud of who I was. Everything else besides that one point, totally false. Yeah, I had an ego just like we all have egos when we are on our team, when we talk trash to one another on the team against the opposing team. It's called trash talking. Yeah, that's an ego. When I come and I accept challenges, I accept challenges. That's my ego. But one thing that you can never say that I did, and you're accusing me of this, and I welcome the opportunity for you, the community, that if I came to you to recruit you personally for a supposed chapter that I was going to start in this year, I ask you, because apparently you're saying that I called you. I don't know who it was. The only recruiting I did was recruiting teams into a newly formed league that was coming here in New York. That's the only recruiting I did. Never recruited for my team. And if I did, I recruited individuals that were on the field, walk-ons that have no association to any field, just like each and every one of us do all the time.
Let me stop you right there real quick. If, personally, some of y'all don't know me, most of y'all know me. Steve is 100% correct, because he actually tried getting the Misfits Northern chapter into the UMFL. I was supposed to, start things down here with the UMFL, and, like Steve says, we have personal stuff, it does happen. Steve has personally called me laying in a goddamn hospital bed. I was getting calls at 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night from Steve. So I know some of the shit he went through. And personally, Steve came down here not once, but twice last year. Twice. Bones and Ashes and Battle of Heartbreak Ridge. And both times, he talked to me about, yo, Gio, you got to join the UMFL. It's a Magfed league. Not once did I ever hear him say, hey, Gio, why don't you leave the Misfits, come join the Savage. I didn't hear that shit once. And I know Steve wouldn't go behind my back doing that shit because I run a team down here. So I didn't hear that word come out of his mouth once. And I'm not just backing Steve up because I'm on here. There's a thing called loyalty when you serve in the United States military. There is a thing called a brotherhood, which is what the paintball community is supposed to be. A brotherhood, a sisterhood, a family. Usually I'm over here joking, but tonight I'm backing up family. I'm backing up a brother. And when I get personal calls from Steve, I don't turn them down because, I let him vent to me. And it kind of does piss me off that I'm hearing shit like this from another brother who's being given opportunity to run a team, which is not easy. It's very stressful. It's very time consuming. Guess what? I personally went through it. I moved down from New Jersey, North Carolina, started a chapter by myself. One man. A whole year. So what Steve's going through and all this shit that's going on has got to stop. Personally, I think Steve does not need to explain himself. He did what he had to do for himself. He thought to himself, I got bigger things that I can do in my life. I have an opportunity to do something bigger, to move up.
I just want to know something. I mean, listen. I see you. We get some facts straight here. I'm being accused for a year, of recruiting. When did I do that? When I was on the phone all day planning for Black Hawk Down, when I was on the phone all day and emails most of the day with our, helping my team get sponsored, doing what I have to do as a teammate. When did I have time to call somebody and say, hey, you want to join my team? I didn't start feeling the way I was feeling until August. I didn't let anybody know. I didn't talk to anybody.
No. Steve, this is where I'm gonna go against you. You started feeling this at Battle Heartbreak Ridge.
Yeah.
You drove all the way down here, and no disrespect to Ghost. Ghost, you're my dude. Your guys not backing you when you're generaling an event is total disrespect. And that comes from a captain myself. If your team does not back you at an event, that is complete. I don't care what rank you are. If you're generating an opportunity, generating an event, your team should back you 100%, even if the entire team can't make it.
In their defense, they did have another event going on. That in their defense. And again, you see, even though they're accusing me, or rather, not them, but even though I'm being accused, I'm still defending them. I was also accused of disrespecting them and talking down to my team. And I never have done that. I've never done that to anybody. If you can name one person in this community that I've walked to their face and disrespected them, I would apologize publicly. Humbly, I would apologize publicly. I've never disrespected anybody to their face. I've never disrespected any team. I've never disrespected any organization. I've never disrespected a field owner. Never disrespected a promoter. Never disrespected anybody. The only recruiting I've been hearing is for games, not teams. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Williams. That is true. For games. For games. But on Saturday, names weren't used, but it was very clear what they were referring to. They were referring to individual breaking bread in their house. Yes. They asked the question, what is brotherhood? Brotherhood, well, I'm going to answer that question, what brotherhood is. Brotherhood is exactly what I was doing. Trying to bond with my team. Not recruiting like I was accused of, but bringing my team to sporting events, trying to get my team to go fishing, trying to get my team to go jet skiing, trying to get my team to go to a bar, just to hang out. That's what bonding is about. That's what brotherhood's about. I had team members call me at all hours of the night. One team member called me and needed help. I got up in the middle of the night. In the middle of the night. I'm a licensed gun owner. He needed help. He was in trouble. What did I do? In the middle of the night, I got up without thinking. Holstered my weapon, got in my car, and I was there within 10 minutes. And I stood there for fucking 45 minutes, making sure that he was good. That's brotherhood. That's loyalty.
100%.
That's loyalty. I've never been disloyal to my team, ever. And for these accusations to come out and say that I've been recruiting for a year and I've been backstabbing for a year, bro, whoever gave you those facts, I advise to go and double check those facts. I've gone through each and every podcast video. Not once have I ever disrespected anybody. Anybody. When we're talking trash for an event, that's one thing. And we let it be known that this is for the event only, entertainment purposes only. Aside from that, I've never gone to anybody to disrespect them. I've never disrespected anybody in the face. Never talked negative about any team. Never talked to any... Listen. I was hurt. I was hurt. Now they're talking about being hurt. They're talking about, well, you know... They feel betrayed. Let me ask you a question, Gio. You have the opportunity. Timing is everything here, right? And you have the opportunity to represent a team on an international level. Not a local level, but on an international level. Are you going to pass that opportunity? Or are you just to this, you're not, mind you, you're leaving the team. You're leaving your team. This is an example. This is total hypothetical. You're leaving your team. Timing. And the opportunity presents itself. It's just the timing. What are you gonna do? You gonna say no?
One thing, the timing kind of was quick. I'm not gonna lie. You left, and the timing was quick. That I understand, but how am I gonna word this? I don't want to word this in a bad way, but representing a team, either internationally or locally, and being a captain of a team. Look what I did. I know exactly what you're going through. I was part of a team. I sadly never got patched in. I was given the opportunity to join a team. I was getting ready to move out. I was going to leave the team respectfully. And I was given the opportunity to build another chapter. I didn't have to. I could have said no. I said yes. I wanted to challenge. And that's what you're exactly doing. You said, yeah, the timing sucked. But you said, I see more for myself. There's one thing when it comes to us military guys. There's no stopping us. We don't look back. We look forward. We think, okay, I'm out of the military. What else can I do? What can I use my military training to do? Myself and Steve, if many of you don't know, are military veterans. Steve's a Marine. I'm Army.
Honorably discharged. 7 tours. Honorably discharged. Never my honor has ever been a question. Never. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just that I'm just, it really bothers me. It really bothers me.
I don't blame it up, bro.
I actually helped 2 of my teammates get a job. They were in between jobs. I helped them get a job. It wasn't the best paying job, but it was something to help. Now, if I was recruiting, if I was an asshole or a douchebag or recruiting like they said I was doing, I wouldn't give a fuck. That's your problem.
But I give you the respect for grabbing this opportunity and representing a team that started over the pond. Not many ballers get that opportunity. And I don't blame you one fucking bit for jumping on this opportunity. And real quick, shout out to Yvette, Mr. Lee Williams, Bishop. I'll hang out in the chat over here on YouTube.
I'll hang out in the chat.
Yvette said, hi, Steve and Gio. Damon said, you, sir, are one of the most understanding people I've ever met. Gator, you are 100% correct. I agree with you. Mr. Lee Williams said, take a deep breath, homie. You good. And then I want to know if Steven is back on the market.
Actually, no. I took the position that was offered. It wasn't. And and the thing is, I said that on Wednesday. It wasn't an easy decision. I said, actually, not on Wednesday, on Monday. I said it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. I laid it out there why I left, my own personal reasons. And I stressed it enough. I couldn't stress it enough, saying, listen, my own personal reasons are mine, and that mine's of my own. So that there are no rumors. I explained, but yet the rumors still persisted. And there are individuals within our community that thrive on drama. I hate to say it, but there are. I racked my head. I racked my head all day today, Gio. All day today, man. My supervisor asked me, what's the matter? And nothing. I wasn't myself today. All day, all week, and I wasn't myself. Why? Because my integrity and my honor is being put down at someone else's expense. Someone else out there is putting their finger in the pot and stirring it and chipping away at that crack. And, you guys did. I wasn't shook. I was angry.
You're frustrated.
Yes. I wasn't like, oh, fuck, I'm distraught. I was angry.
See, things like this is what ruins the paintball community. The paintball community started dying. It's starting to grow again. And drama and rumors like this is what destroys a community like this. Y'all gotta think about it. We ain't getting much fucking younger. Excuse my French. We're getting older. So when we stop balling out, who's gonna Who's going to take over? A lot of us, don't matter what damn team y'all are on, you need to realize, you see all these young gun rentals showing up. You're a role model. So this is how you want to show being rumors, trash talking, all that. That's what you want to show these young ballers that are starting to come into the game. Because honestly, that's what's going to ruin the community that we all love.
That's
100%.
what I was going to say next. Now that the show is going, basically, it really is. We're actually broadcasting now in Germany. You see the format. You see the format of the show is changing. I'm not. The cursing is down to a very, very minimum. The show,
and that's why I apologize for my friends.
No. I'm just. As opposed to if you go back to the very beginning where it was just rampant. Yeah. Don't
even get me started, bro.
The format is changing. And the reason why the format is changing is because I have kids that watch the podcast. I have children that watch the podcast. I have parents that watch this podcast.
I got a 7-year-old who usually sitting next to me watching the podcast. So my language is...
I'm sorry, Gio. I'm sorry.
No, don't be.
I said it before on the show that when you have an altercation or when you act a fool or when you do whatever it is you're doing that you're not supposed to be doing, people don't see you. They see the community. When you guys start this he said, she said stuff and, you do this he said, she said stuff. People don't see that. They see, oh, look at these. These are a bunch of derelicts. These are things. I mean, I'm only speculating. I don't know I can't say with a certain degree of certainty that that's what they're saying. But I can rest assured, I can pretty much guarantee you that it's somewhere along those lines.
100%. For example, I was at Folda Gap, and there's this young kid on one of the other teams that was running a pump where you could use the tubes. And I went and I brought like 30 of them. And I saw this kid, kind of struggling. He's like, oh, man, my dad gave me money to go buy some tubes and there's no more. And I heard that from the corner of my ear. I turned around, I was like, hey, kid, you looking for some tubes? He goes, yeah. I handed this kid 4 tubes. He goes, how much are you? I was like, don't worry about it. Take them. His father found out who I was. Contacted me. He's like, Gio, what you did, I want to thank you. You don't have to give those to your son. I was like, look, man, I'm not going to use them all. I brought them to store first strikes. If they're going to get used by a young gun for years to come, I'd rather them go to a young gun.
Speaking of young guns, when I went down to Heartbreak Ridge, what's his name's brother?
Bryson. His brother.
Yes, his brother. The entire game, he was by me. The entire game is asking me questions, asking me nothing but questions. Hey, how is Magfed? Do you like Magfed? I was coming from Speedboat. It was just picking my brain, and I didn't mind. Dude, you want to try shooting the marker here? I didn't mind, and that's what promoting the sport is about. Saturday, it came to my attention that there was a show that came on. They were using no names. And they asked the question, what is loyalty? What is brotherhood?
No, please don't get me started because I'm going to go.
No. I'm going to answer that question. I'm going to answer that question outside of the norms of military mindset, the way I'm in right now. Brotherhood is exactly what I was doing. Bonding, trying to bond, trying to get them out of the inner city, trying to get them out of trying to do something different, something together as a group.
Real quick, I can't with Lee tonight. I really can't. Lee over here cracking jokes.
Yeah, I see. And leave it to Lee, leave it to Cartoon Man to lighten the mood. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate it, man.
You could ask anybody. I'm always a jokester, but you could ask Steve tonight. That side of me is not even here. No, a lot of you know me. I'm a complete jokester. Stuff I've been through, I take it as, I want to enjoy life. But tonight, you're not going to see that side of me. So if anybody goes, Cartoon Man, I appreciate you making me laugh. We need it. But
Let me tell you something. Yes, I switched teams. I left my team. Yes. Do I have ill will towards my team, my former team? No. Do I still love them? Yeah, I do, because that's time invested with them that I can never get back. That's memories that can never be erased. Good times and bad times. I can't get that time back. That's time that I gave freely out of my own will, out of my own heart, and I enjoyed each minute of it. Do I regret it? No. Do I talk bad about them? No. And I've gone through every single podcast, all 57 videos of them. And not once did I ever talk bad about them.
Man, we did that many podcasts?
Yeah. Yeah.
God damn.
It bothers me. Let's see. Comments coming in. In the words of Chris Brown, you can see the light.
I'm going to say James Brown.
That's he put Chris Brown.
And then Joker.
I stand
100%.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I stand 100% behind supporting our young guns. Without them, there is no future. 100%, Gator. 100%. You know, it doesn't. Our sport, it doesn't and shouldn't matter what style of paintball you play. We need everyone. 100%. No matter if you're Magfed, you're Speedball, you're a hyper player where you're rocking both Magfed and Speedball. If you're a woods guy, if you're a long range sniper, you're a kamikaze that wants to just run right into battle. It don't matter. Real quick, getting off topic. We had a Christmas event down here. Santa vs. Grinch. I had the opportunity to have a 10-year-old run with me half the game. This kid had so much energy, and at one time he legit ran in the middle of live fire to go grab something that he thought was a Christmas present, which ended up being a dead firework. But this kid was 10 years old, bro. 10 years old, and he ran next to those big boys. They don't walk away, didn't get scared. He straight ran. Wherever we went, he went. And that's a good feeling, if I'm able to have another kid go with me. And same thing that, Bryson's brother did to you. He was picking my head.
Yeah, Bryson was picking my head, and I enjoyed it. My son, this weekend, when the news came down, this rumor, my jersey was requested to be returned.
Wait. Excuse me, what?
Wait, just hear me out. Yeah, my jersey was requested to be returned because of the narrative of me recruiting. Now, yeah, that's a bad thing to do. That's looked down as, I'm with a team. By the way, that was also said that I was with the team building my name. But apparently, wait, let me finish. That was mentioned in that show that I was with the team, and while I was with the team, I was building my name. The podcast didn't start until August, but I was building my name in that year. I was recruiting in that. Do you hear the asinine, the bullshit in all this? Obviously, somebody somewhere is sticking their finger in the pot, and they're stirring the pot to see what happens. Logically, if you stop to think about it, I'm not going to say it's impossible. Anything is possible. It's improbable. I mean, long story short, I'm going to go back on topic. I'm sorry. It really bothers me. It really bothers me. I had to tell my son that I am no longer a New York Savage Beast, and why. And that I am not going to wear this jersey anymore because they've requested this jersey. I was going to keep it in my room, hung up, and eventually I was going to get a frame for it. That was my intention. Because it was the first mag team that I joined here in New York. The first mag team that I joined here in New York. and they earned my respect. They earned my loyalty, and they earned me to be part of them. They earned that. Because, listen, I can say I'm going to join a team and I don't show up. I can say I'm going to go get a job, get hired for the job, and don't show up. You understand? So, you know, I gave them my all every single day. Every single time I went. If I was hurt, if I was sore, if I wasn't feeling well, times that I was going to fucking pass out. One time we were at the field in Cousins, and I had not heat stroke, but I was just hyperventilating. And Steve,
you had
heat
stroke at command as well.
As well.
I'm correct.
I don't feel well. I still hit the field. I'll still hit the field.
No, I took you off the field.
I give my all. If I'm representing my team, I will give my all. 100%. Loyalty, dedication, and commitment you have. 100%. But why are you guys going to come out, whoever it is that's doing it, going to come out and say this? Like, why? You know, you have a problem with me, then tell me personally. Tell me personally. Let's sit down. Let's have a beer. Let's find out. Let's see if we can work it out. If you don't see eye to eye with me, but don't go around spreading rumors. I mean, we're all grown men, right? I mean, we're out, for the most part, all of us are over the age of 18. But
I'm 23.
You know, it's just, you see what's going on. It's he said, she said. Now, I took the opportunity that was presented. I looked at the pros and I looked at the cons. And I don't want to play alone. I don't want to play lone wolf. I don't want to go to an event by myself or with a friend. Yeah, that should be fun, right? But for me, as we had discussed previously, Magfed is a form of therapy.
I agree 100%.
It's my therapy. I suffer from PTSD. I'm the one that has shrapnel in my body. I'm the one that has nightmares. I don't take meds. Why? Because I don't want to be a zombie. Because I want to be able to see and enjoy life. Taking meds, I'm not going to be able to do any of that. I'm going to be stuck on my couch like somebody on methadone recovering. That's not me. Magfed is my release. And what you guys did by stirring the pot, no, you didn't break me. What you did was you made me even more determined to push through, which is the reason why I changed the beginning of the intro to let you guys know that I'm going to the next level. Like it or not, you can try and shut me down because, you know, we all know where that's coming from. You can try to tarnish my reputation. We all know where that's coming from. Somebody in the community. But you ain't going to succeed. You want to know why you're not going to succeed? Because in this instance, I am walking righteously. I haven't done anything. Any of the accusations that you have accused me of are not true. So I have nothing to worry about. It's off my shoulder. I want to say one thing. I was talking to my chapter, my guys. Okay? I was talking to my guys. One of my guys, the other one's at work. I was more afraid for him than for me. Why the fuck do I have to be afraid of my teammates because of the drama that's going on? That makes no sense. But that is what happened with me today. I was afraid that they were going to say something. It was going to piss him off. They were going to push his strings. They were going to do something along those lines. And that was bothering me. Thankfully, again, we are human. And sometimes we are our own worst enemies and we think worst case scenarios. And when it doesn't happen, it's like, well, that's what happened today. I was alleviated. I was happy at the fact that it didn't happen. I was expecting the worst, hoping for the best, but expecting the worst. And it didn't happen. And you want to know why it didn't happen? because somewhere along the line, somebody truly understands and sees what's going on out of their own eyes. And this is the reason why I'm doing this show today. This Just the Facts is out here so that you can make your own determination and you can go with your own decisions instead of hearing one narrative. Instead of painting me black, they should have said, you know what? He's on his way up. He's on his way up. He's doing certain things. He's elevating the sport. Another team is coming into the community. The sport is growing. The sport is growing. Be happy. Instead of being happy, what you got to try to do is you try to hold them back. Why? What is the need for it? What is the need to hold an individual back? Why? Because you're not doing it? Because the opportunity then present itself? That's like me hating on the old man who won the lottery. I hate him because he's a millionaire. Is that my fault? Is that his fault? No. It's timing. It's timing. I'm going to go to the comments in a minute because I know the comments are coming in. But
I know Lucas actually wants to get on here with us, and he wants to explain, as a savage, he wants to explain their side of the story. That's completely up to you if you want to let Lewis come on here.
I never
Ghost is on his wife's because supposedly he can't comment on YouTube on his account.
I know, I'm seeing that. I'm reading the comments. Let me go to the comments. And this is Louis Aponte, Goku, Stephen, I never disrespected you, but I would like to jump on your podcast as a savage and just say what we're thinking and what we're feeling. You're speaking with anyone, talking back, and it's a one-sided story. Goku, I appreciate that, but I wasn't afforded the opportunity on Saturday to even try to defend myself. Instead, I was accused. This isn't an accusation. This isn't an accusation. I'm not accusing anybody. I'm not disrespecting anybody. I'm not calling anybody out.
He's venting.
What I'm doing is the one story that was done on Saturday, so that they don't hear the one-sidedness, because everybody heard the story on Saturday. I'm offering a rebuttal to what was presented on Saturday. I will have you on the show anytime, but right now, I don't want to go off topic. I don't, you want to have the opportunity to, the team wants to have the opportunity. I've always said they're welcome to come on the show. Anybody's welcome to come on the show, but this show today is not about defending. It's not a court. It's not a hearing. It's giving my voice to what was already said on Saturday. If what happened on Saturday didn't happen, we wouldn't have been having the show. We would be having the show that's totally on format. Let me see. Beggy saying, let me get back real quick to the event. Steve went alone. The reason why he went alone is because we already had an event that was a mandatory schedule. Did I not say that I believe they had another event?
You did. But question, the ones that sat in the hotel room and didn't show up.
Listen, they had an event that was mandatory. They had an event that was mandatory. I did. Now, I didn't say, that they didn't want to come back me up. I did say I believe they had an event. Again, I didn't say that nobody backed me up. I said, and I quote, that I showed up by myself with a member that's outside, which was fine. But other teams try to explain that to other teams. Where is your teammates? Oh, they have a schedule. They're in a game. They had a game. I'm here representing. But they were counting on everybody else. Again, you see, it's
even if he sent a few guys down, 4 or 5 guys to back you up, at least you had guys.
And he did. He sent me, and I asked Jonathan to come down, Chaos to come down, and dude, let's go. And we did. We had fun. The event really isn't what's bothering me. What's bothering me is the level of disrespect. Saturday, Saturday. Well, there's a lot of drama. Saturday, one of my teammates now commented and said, What you're
wants to
doing.
know. My question is, why didn't you go to the mandatory event that you knew we had that event? Instead, you went all the way to North Carolina. Just curious. Because
Because
you had an opportunity to general an event.
I had an opportunity to generate an event, and I did ask, you mind if I go? Yeah, man, go. Okay. So I asked permission to go, and I'm being questioned as to why I went. I understand what you're saying. I know what you're saying. You had a mandatory event, but this is a general's event. This was an event that's a first time general, a first time general, and I went. But that's not the reason why I wanted to leave the team. That was the point that pushed me towards it. That was the point that pushed me towards it. It was a slow push. It wasn't push me off and I was flying up and no. It was a nudge and it pushed me. It made me realize something. It's like, wait a minute. They're asking the Savage Beast to come out. They asked me Gio asked me to be the general, to step in as general. You and the team. I went to the team and I told the cap, and I said, listen, Cap, the Cap, yeah, I believe he said we have an event. Okay. You mind if I go then? Go ahead. And I went. I didn't say that was the pivotal moment. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying anything negative about the team. I pointed it out why I went, but that was the moment that made me realize not even an opportunity. Not everybody went to the event. That I do know. That I do know for a fact that not everybody went to the event. So the ones that didn't go to the event could have taken a ride. One or two of them could have taken a ride. I would have paid happily. I did with a member outside. But that's neither here nor there. Not the first time.
What was the push?
Huh? What was the push? The push was that I went there by myself with a member who wasn't who wasn't a teammate. He was a friend, but he wasn't a teammate. And they invited the Savage Beast to come out there. But they were understandably that there was a conflict. Understandingly that they had another event. Okay. I accepted the opportunity to be a first-time general, so I fulfilled my obligation to go. But it would have been nice. The point is that it would have been nice that someone would have tried to make an attempt. Say, yo, I'll take a ride with you. That was the moment that opened my eyes. That it just realized, like, I'm not by myself.
Coach wants to know what are the rumors that are going around.
The rumors going around. Well, I guess the rumors going around is on Saturday. Apparently, I was a brother disloyal. I was disloyal. I was stabbing the team in the back, recruiting for a year. Those are the rumors. Those rumors are enough to kill somebody. And that was said. The video has since been taken down, but I actually have a recording of it because I was going to break it down minute by minute, second by second. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I got hit with some news today that just took a lot of my wind away. I a friend of mine, unrelated to what's going on, a friend of mine, and some of you may know there was a big fire in the Bronx on Southern Boulevard. A friend of mine who served with me, who lost his leg, he lost his wife to cancer, and then he lost his 2 kids on Sunday. So I don't have the opportunity to go and break down the video minute by minute, second by second, because I was too preoccupied with my own grief, because I have to now explain to my son that his 2 friends are no longer here. That's hard. That's hard. But I have to deal with this first. That's hard. And I have to deal with this first. This is one love. That's another love. This love of paintball right now, this rumor is why I'm here right now. This rumor that I've been recruiting for a year, building my name off of the team, pulling the strings behind the back. I've never done that. Never done that. Ever. Never have and never will. I just want to let you guys know that, because that was pointed out, and that's the reason of this show today. Because the one thing in this community that's going to hurt somebody is doing something underhanded shit like that. That's what was said. Underhanded, backhanded shit like that. And I have the video clip because I was going to put it up and dissect it and have you guys watch it again just to dissect it. But I'm not going to do that. Like I said, if I didn't have the opportunity. And you know what? I really don't feel that I have to have the need to do that any further. You know, I was trying. What happened?
I can't say nothing about the video. I didn't get the opportunity to. So whatever said on the video, I'm not going to say a word about.
No, that was the other thing. I don't think most people did see the video. And the funny thing is, here's the funny thing. I see the comment, but here's the funny thing. My former co-host put a practice test video, said it was for graphics. Okay. I congratulated him. I didn't call him and say, yo, what the hell are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. I actually congratulated him. He's like, what are you talking about? This is for Twitch. I said, dude, it's okay. I congratulate you, bro. I wish you the best of luck. If that's what you want to do, good luck, bro. I'm happy for you, man. I didn't say, yo, what the hell are you doing? You betraying me. I'm showing you what to do. I'm learning. We're both learning. And I'm showing you what to do. No, I didn't do that. I called up and I said, good luck. Good luck. I'm elevating, right? He's wanting to do this. Go for it, bro. If that's going to help, because I'm no longer with the team. So the team does that, then yeah, they have him do that. Fine, do it. I don't care. It's elevating the sport. That's what it's about.
Real quick, many of you didn't know, myself and Steve have a brother down here dealing with cancer. I took my personal time to build an event. I was on here with Steve promoting as well. I wasn't a big name. I wasn't trying to make myself a big name. I want to make myself, yes, I made a name for myself here in the North Carolina community. I have gotten props for it. I took my personal time to build a charity event and became very well known. That's why I have an image now. It wasn't the plan, but I have my family. I have work. Paintball. Paintball is my love, other than my family. I built a name for myself doing what I did for a brother who's still fighting from cancer. You know what? Steve gave me the opportunity to get on here and promote it. I've been on a whole bunch of other podcasts of big name guys. It's, West Coast people. Fred Schultz, who's an OG to the paintball community. I was 10 years old when he was painting faces. It's not bad to build an image for yourself because you get to be known. Everybody knows me as the biggest jokester alive. You can see I'm always busting Steve's balls all the time, but I do it at heart because we're family. In the military, the biggest thing in the military, and Steve will agree with me, is ball busting. You can't have a sensitive side when you're in the military.
Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Rob Lynn, that's Robert, otherwise known as Taz, saying, okay, so if that was the push for you to leave, you haven't wanted to be here from then, if that's the case. No, that's not the case. To clarify, that was the moment when I realized that I needed to start looking at the way things run, slowed down. And I slowed down. I slowed down and I took it all in. I didn't make my mind up to leave until August of last year, this past August. So from what? So from May, June, July, August, I forgot all about it. And come August, I was good. And then come August, I had an issue personally in my family that made me want to just stop. Now, I'm not with you guys. We don't live together. We don't live together. So you guys, I don't know what kind of day you're having, Gio. I don't know if you had a good day. I don't know if you had a bad day. I don't know if you had a shitty day. I don't know. We all have our shitty moments and our shitty days.
I agree, 100%.
So I kept to myself with regards to how I felt, because it might have been a shitty time. It might have been a shitty day for me. I might have been going through a funk. Whatever the case is, I took the opportunity to reflect, keep it to myself, and work it out. Work it out in my head. And I forgot about it. I moved on. Did what I had to do. Work. Occupied my time with family. Work. Team. Family. Work. Team. That was what I was doing. I can get my fiance to actually come on. Or if she's watching, she can tell you. Family, work, team. Family, work, team. That was my life. Family, work, team. Family, work, team. Family, work, team. I'm eating dinner.
That was my life.
I'm eating dinner, and it's going off. I'm on the phone. I'm in the hospital. It's going off. I'm calling up. Hey, how you guys doing? You guys over here? You guys over there?
So you ain't got to explain it to me.
No. I'm just saying that was my life. That was I threw myself 100% in trying to occupy my time. Maybe what I was feeling at that moment was because I was having a bad day. I might have felt a kind of way. Whatever the case is, I thought that was it. And I started working it. Maybe it was me. Maybe maybe I had a bad day. Maybe because I almost passed out on the fucking heat in North Carolina. It could have been anything. I let it rock. Put it away, and I forgot all about it. I dealt with it, adapted, and overcame. The feeling started coming back. The ending of July, the beginning of August. When I announced that when I started doing the podcast, when I started doing the podcast, then all those feelings went away. Now my attention was focused on the podcast. You see what was going on, and I was looking for a challenge. I was looking for my challenge within myself. Because I felt I didn't feel like I was a part of the team. They tried, yes, they tried, and they did. They tried. Ghost tried to get the team united and bonding and on trips to go out, and it just couldn't happen. Barbecues, the timing wasn't conducive. It didn't work. We tried. He tried. I tried.
Didn't you have a whole bunch of them over for Christmas?
Yeah, I had a whole bunch of them for Christmas.
Real quick, Louis. Louis wanted to ask, I have only one question before you went to create your team. Did you let anyone on the team know before you said it on the podcast?
As a matter of fact, yes, I said I was leaving. And Ghost and I had a long conversation. Yeah.
And actually, Steve didn't create a team. The team that Steve is now generaling started over the pond. When it was started by Mr. Paul Edwards.
No, I'm not general. I'm not a general, but yes, it was.
I said general.
Yeah, I think I heard you say general. The team was already established. I had no intention of starting a team. I had no intention. All I wanted to do was play. And let's be real. Gio invited me to go to Misfit Militia. Let's be real.
I'll be 100% straight. When Steve told me that he was leaving, I didn't want to leave another brother hanging. Because I know what it's like. It sucks. I offered Steve a spot, whether he moved down here or up in New Jersey. I offered him.
You even went a step further and asked. He said, "Listen, if you don't come up here, we have a chapter in New York, but we can talk to whoever. I forgot his name.
My neck up for this
and open a chapter in New York City." And I said, "I'll think about it." I didn't say, "Yeah." I said, "I'll think about it." I left it on the table. I didn't say I was going to. I didn't say I wasn't. Just left it alone. I said, "Yeah, okay." And I left it alone. It wasn't on my mind. It wasn't on my mind. And let's see. I didn't know you left the team. You left for a personal reason. This is Goku asking. You left for a personal reason, then hit us back off the head with that, and I'm upset. We didn't know till you said it on the podcast. I said it before Squid Wars. Ghost and I spoke. We couldn't really speak that much because
you were going to join Fox's Den, Steve? What?
Huh?
You were going to join Fox's Den?
What? No, stop.
Yo, we gotta bring Leon. We gotta bring Leon.
I know. We'll bring Lee. We'll bring Lee in a minute. I just want to finish this off really quick, and then if anybody wants to come on, we'll try, but we're not going to make it a debate. We only got maybe about 4 minutes left before the podcast is over. I didn't extend anything. I just wanted to come out here and talk and tell you guys my side of the story so that you guys have both sides of the story. Now, to recap, so that we understand that there's no miscommunication and there's no misunderstanding. Okay?
¿Qué pasa?
Heartbreak Ridge was a day that I may have been having a bad day. Like I said, I want to recap. I put it aside. I put it aside. I let it go. The reason why I left the team is the level of disrespect that I felt. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I interpreted it that way. Maybe I did. Maybe that's not the case. Maybe I misinterpreted, I misunderstood, and I took it too far. And I quit my team. Okay. Maybe. That's not the case. But maybe. I chose to leave and I left. I was going to take some time off. That's what I was originally going to do. Take some time off and just focus on my family. Focus on what I got going on the podcast. And not do paintball for a little while, go MIA. But then I realized that if I do that, I'm only going to mess myself up even further because paintball is my release. Opportunity presented and I took it, just as anybody would. Anybody. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. The opportunity to presents itself as an open book right there. The one member actually that I reached out to brought another player in. Other players that are showing interest. Okay. Is that my fault? Is that me recruiting? That's not me recruiting. That's people showing interest at change, interest at the opportunity to do something different. Doing the same thing you're doing on a different level, which is the reason why that song that I chose in the beginning of the show, it's a message. It's another level. It's still paintball, no matter how you look at it. No matter how you paint the picture, it's still paintball. And don't ever say that I tried to recruit another member while I was an active member of an active team. Because I'm going to tell you right now, that's straight bullshit.
Damn, your language was worse than mine tonight.
What happened?
Your language is worse than mine.
Now, I'm getting DMs.
And Dragon just said, do me a favor and don't mention my name. I haven't said your name. There was no name said tonight except for Ghost. That's the only name that was said.
That's my point.
What's point? Wait, what's in September? Nothing. We just said something in the chat he shouldn't have said.
Oh, yeah, he's talking about your patches.
So, I'm going to send out a personal invite. I should have them by then. If anybody is at Bones and Ashes, I will have my first patches made there. You come find me. I will trade you a patch for a patch. And that's an open invite to anybody. I will have 80 patches available. 80.
No, 79. No, 79.
No, there's a total of 100, but 20 or 19 already counted for.
Oh, okay.
So I will have 80
No, you mean 20.
available.
You mean 20 are counted for?
Yes, 20 are accounted for.
Okay.
Well, 19 because one's coming to myself. So yeah, 20 total.
20.
So
One's coming to me.
Yes.
Okay.
I will have 80 patches available.
Look,
come find me.
Look, guys,
That's what's building the community.
I'm going to tell you guys right now. I hope that this doesn't come out wrong. This podcast doesn't come out wrong and upsets anybody's fragile sensibility. What I am hoping that this does is it gives the community the opportunity to draw their own conclusions. And you judge for yourself. I welcome anybody who has claimed that I personally tried to recruit them to come forward. Anybody who supposedly I spoke to come to my chapter, come forward. While I was active within this year, come forward. Come forward. Because that is the big thing. That is the reason why I'm having this right now. That is the reason why I'm having this right now. Because my integrity was questioned. My loyalty was questioned. My motives were questioned. When my motives were that of the team and the team only. I've come on this podcast to defend the team when we were being accused of shooting each other with rubber balls. I've come on the podcast to help other members from other paintball teams to promote what they need to promote for their children, for their friends, fundraisers, whatever the case is. And I've always said that this is open to anybody and everybody. I'm sharing what I have available still to the community. But yet I'm being accused in all this. I'm still being accused of doing the cardinal rule sin that you don't do in a Magfed team or in a paintball team is recruit active members from other teams to come to your team. You don't do that. We all know that. But yet, you guys couldn't make up anything else other than the one big one. The one big one to do nothing other than to make me look like a douchebag, an asshole.
Douchebag.
Kudos. You tried to make me look like a douchebag and you tried to make me look like an asshole, but where's the proof? Where's the proof? Where's the proof? Where's the proof? Bring the person forward. Apparently, there's a person out there that I spoke to, right? In this year. It was numerous people, right? That was what it was said. Numerous people. So bring the numerous people forward. Bring the numerous people forward. And you don't want to know what's going to happen? They're not going to find them because they don't exist, because it never happened.
I got a phone call from someone outside of the team saying that he heard a lot of shit, but he wouldn't tell me who. That's what's bad. This shouldn't be going on. That's my point. I kind of turned the chat into patches for patches for patches. Everybody wants patches now. And you don't want to smoke.
Yeah. So let me go to the comments because I'm sorry that I went on this tangent, but I felt that it was imperative that I let you guys know. I feel that it's imperative to let you guys know because you guys basically my credibility is being attacked. And I'm not going to sit down when my good name is being smeared in the mud at somebody else's behest. I'm not going to do it. I didn't do it for my team when my team was being accused of shooting each other with rubber balls. I'm not going to do it for myself. I'm not going to allow myself to be the target. Huh?
I remember seeing that on Facebook.
Yeah.
I remember a comment saying Savage Ghosts are nothing but a bunch of dirty players that enjoy shooting people around balls.
Do you remember that comment? Do you remember that comment?
I remember that comment.
I don't remember where we saw it, and I remember we saw it, and I remember we had. We had a whole series on that, a whole episode on it.
YouTube's frozen.
Your YouTube's frozen?
Yeah. I'm reloading, see if it's still going to be frozen.
All right. Well, it's
not loading.
You know, I'm getting comments now. All I gotta say, I wish you the best and enjoy. You can talk to people like men. Okay. Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. You gotta stop lean and keep it real. You can talk to people like men. Yeah. Well. I am talking to people like man right now, and I hope you guys understand. The one
I got a good song. It's a throwback. Why can't we be friends?
Anyway, look, we're at the end of the show. Like I said, it was a little different. It wasn't a personal attack. It wasn't an attack. It was just offering you guys the opportunity to hear the second side of the story, because it was pointed out that there are three sides to a story, right? One side, two side, and the truth, right? So now you deduct the truth out of that. You have both stories. The truth is what you make it. I want to say thank you, Gio, for offering the support. I really do. Everybody who commented, everybody who was watching, I do hope that you guys, take in what you heard and draw your own conclusions. Draw your own conclusions. The other thing that I wanted to say is, I will not go to Winter Wars. I was asked to prevent static, and it's absolutely correct. I am the captain of my chapter now. And it would not be good for me to go out there and get into an altercation. I'm not saying that that's going to happen, but all in all, I'm going to avoid it. And my guys are going to go out there, and they're going to play, and they're going to have fun. Me, I got business that I need to take care of, so I'm going to monopolize the time, and I'm going to work on the business that I need to work on. Building my new chapter, which was handed to me, and I will take it and I will run with it. There's no love lost. Like I said, I love my team. I love my former team. Each and every one of them. Nothing in the world changes that. You guys can hate me for the way things went down. You guys can have an interpretation in your head. You guys can have an idea in your head. But at the end of the day, there's no love lost. I'm not going to stop having your back. Whether or not you want it or not, it's still going to be there. It's still going to be there. I love these guys so much, just an FYI, that I still want them in my wedding. I told them to be in my wedding, and I still want them in my wedding.
My invitation, fucker.
Well, no, the invitations aren't in yet. We haven't done the invitations yet, but that's just a little FYI. So I don't have any hard will towards them. I have none. I have hard will towards the person or people or persons in the community that is spreading this lie, and that went to them with this lie. That's what I really bothers. That really bothers me. Really bothers me, because I did the right thing. I couldn't get a hold of my higher up. I got a hold of the next in command. I reached out, and I had to make I made the announcement, and yeah, they were mad. He said, why didn't you tell us you were going to leave? Yeah, I caught it. I spoke. I let it go. They told me, relax, chill, see what happens. Okay. Christmas came, holidays came. I was still feeling the same way. Nothing really changed inside. I felt nostalgic because it was the holidays, and it's the first time I had the team in my house for the holidays, and I felt good. I felt happy. I felt my brothers were here. But my feeling didn't change. My feelings were still there. I like I said earlier this week, I was happy to a point, and then I reached a point where I felt I wasn't complete. I felt there was more that I needed to do. Like I said, you guys have seen I changed my playing style. I got a little bit more aggressive. I tried. I'm not gonna say that I was the best, but I tried. I changed my playing style. trying to look for that spark again, because that spark was there, but it was just more of a dull flame, and I couldn't find it. And that's the reason why I left. That and other reasons in my family. That's the reasons why I left. The level of disrespect that I felt disrespected. The level, and I'm not saying that one individual did it or all individuals did it, or it was just blanketed in general. All right, so I'm gonna stop. I'm going to wish each and every one of you guys a happy and prosperous week. Stay warm. You guys have any questions? You hit me up. I want to reach out to our audience in Germany.
Space gun user.
Huh?
Cornus Lee, you're a space gun user.
I'm a Magfed user. I want to thank the audience listening in. Sorry, I didn't really get the opportunity to read comments on Apple Podcasts, and I do apologize. Hans, I will get back to you. I promise you, I will get back to you, sir. For all those that are commenting on Apple Podcasts right now, yes, I will. I will get back to you at the end of the show. I will get back to you at the end of the show personally on the through comments. For you guys, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you comment, click like, and subscribe. And now that you have all the facts, I hope that you guys can come to a reasonable solution and understanding. Because quite frankly, you guys already know. Gio, you got anything to say before we sign off?
I just want to invite everybody I always got your back, family, brothers, no matter what. We go way back before the paintball days. But I do want to invite everybody to Bones and Ashes. It's going to be a great time out in Black Ops, Fayetteville, North Carolina. You got Red Team, you got Blue Team, you got Char, but then you got that new 4WO. It's going to be an interesting time. Friday night, Hanu's got some events planned out, and if it's the same way, there will be a night mission. Just coming from someone who helps run a field during events. When you're in a camp, don't do anything stupid. Be smart. There will be kids walking around. Please, when there's kids around, don't do anything stupid, please. Don't act stupid. They're all looking up to us. And at the end of the event, please clean up. I was there till late last year, Bones and Ashes. We had a fellow baller, his truck broke down. We're working on it. And there's guys still picking up trash at 10 o'clock at night. Put it into a pile. Don't leave the field. Leave your camp area a mess. It makes us look bad. The guys are there working all day long, and then they're there till 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night still cleaning up. Put it into a pile. That's all. We're all grown adults. We're not kids that need to be cleaned up after. Put it into a pile. Burn your boxes. Everything else. Trash bags, man. That's all I'm asking. But other than that, I hope everybody comes out, has a great time, enjoys herself. And then I'm putting out the invitation to Folding Gap 2022 Command Decisions War Game Center, Taylorsville, North Carolina. I'm sending out the invitation for everybody to come join NATO and go blue this year. I'm not leaving at that. The Misfits will be going blue for NATO this year. I'm not saying who's commanding yet because that has not been announced yet. But come join us on the blue side.
The other thing I almost forgot before I sign off. This weekend there was a title exchange.
I saw that.
I want to congratulate Francisco Sanchez from the New Jersey Nightmares. And I didn't catch the name of his number 2 with him that was playing on the event, but I do apologize for not knowing your name. I've just been a little out of it, but I wanted to congratulate them on their tag team win. They won they successfully defeated Will Activo, and they are now the tag team champion of the Grange Brothers Paintball.
And from what I heard it's a record timing too.
Palos. I'm sorry. Thank you, Bishop. Palos. So Francisco Sanchez and Pilos are now the tag team champions of the Grange Brothers Paintball League for the 2v2.
That was a shocker that happened too.
We'll talk about that on Friday. I'll reach out to Bishop and see if we can get him on and get the reigning.
I definitely would like to invite Bishop to North Carolina. Bring the league down here one weekend.
Oh, we'll definitely do that. So, guys, I am going to be signing off for this evening. I hope you enjoy your evening. I hope this evening was an informative evening, and I hope you can draw your own conclusions. It really bothers me, but I hope that we don't ever have to have an episode like this ever again. I don't like doing just the facts. I hate it. But I feel that sometimes it's necessary because it is what it is. So with that being said, I'm going to cue this song again. Next Level. It really, I don't own the rights to it, but I think that it is so appropriate. And it is a pretty kick-ass beat. So with that being said, guys, remember Generation Magfed's on Mondays and Fridays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We normally stream on all platforms: Facebook, Twitch, Discord, Apple Podcasts, and what am I missing? YouTube. Today we're only doing minus Facebook because we're now broadcasting in Germany, so I can't have too many platforms open at the same time. The system would slow down. So. With that being said, guys, I just want to say thank you again.
I just saw somebody throw up that MTK. I see you. I'll throw that MTK right back at you.
Anyway, guys, with that being said, deuces. I love each and every one of you guys, former team and community. And I hope that you guys can see the situation clearly. All right, guys, good night, and I'll see you guys on Friday, 8 p.m. Same time, same channel, same bat place.